Will Canelo Alvarez fight Dave Morrell? Dave Morrell, after his brutal victory over Adios Lagianali, sorry if I butchered his name. Hopefully that guy has a speedy recovery, man. He got in a medically induced coma after that 12th round stoppage, after getting dominated throughout the whole fight. I mean, one would imagine that his team would stop the fight, but the referee didn't stop it either. Dave Morrell had to stop it. And unfortunately, the guy's in the coma, so I wish him a speedy recovery, man. Boxing sport is harsh, it's brutal, and it can get real. But Dave Morrell, who is now 8-0 with 7 knockouts, what's next for him? He's a WBA regular champion. He should be next in line to face Canelo Alvarez. But we all know how that goes. We all know how that goes. He's a Cuban fighter. He's good. He's getting better, right? He's young and he's getting better. Ronnie Shields came out and said that Canelo won't fight him. That's the fight that they want next, but they know Canelo won't fight him. He also don't want him to be chasing after Caleb Plant and David Benavidez because, quite frankly, they don't got nothing to offer. Benavidez is a secondary champion, and Caleb Plant doesn't have a belt at all. So that's what Ronnie Shields said, the trainer of Dave Morrell. But Dave Morrell, Cuban, skilled, don't have much experience as a professional, but he has some size and everything else that can give Canelo Alvarez problems. He's a 168-pounder. He should be next in line to face Canelo Alvarez. But will he get a shot? We know how that goes in boxing, y'all. Canelo Alvarez, he just had surgery on his wrist. So he ain't going to be back until September. And he's likely going to be facing a tune-up. I'm not sure Canelo's going to hop back in there with Bivol right away after getting surgery. He's probably going to take a tune-up or an easy fight and then maybe fight later on in the year because, typically Canelo fights in May and September. But if he's not returning until September, we're going to have to scratch that May date for Canelo Alvarez. But Dave Morrell, who should he fight next? I mean, really, he's there to fight Canelo. If I'm honest, when you think about it, he's there to fight Canelo. But guess what? It's not going to happen. So Caleb Plant and David Benavidez look like they're going to be having a showdown early in 2023. Sometime in 2023. This is what they're saying. They said the fight signed. You just got to do all the little stuff that comes with making the fight of that magnitude. But Dave Morrell, who else is here for him to fight if he can't get a shot with Canelo Alvarez? It'll be wishful thinking. Wishful thinking for Canelo Alvarez and Dave Morrell to mix it up. It just won't happen. Sanction body's not going to force it. Dave Morrell doesn't have enough. He just doesn't have enough for the sanction bodies to even step in to force Canelo to fight him. They're not going to do it. Canelo brings too much money for the sport, and sanction bodies love that dough. We know that. So Canelo Alvarez, they're going to keep him safe from guys like Dave Morrell Jr. I mean, that's just what it is, you guys. They're going to keep him away from Dave Morrell. That's just what it is. So even though he's a regular champion with less than 10 fights, he's still a fighter that really got time on his side. So the longer they wait, the worse it's going to be for him. But yeah, man, he looked really good in his last fight against Adios. I mean, it's unfortunate that guy had to go out like that, man. He got hit with some bam, bam, boom. They hit with an uppercut. He bow on his back, bro. Like, why didn't they stop that fight? Nose was bleeding throughout the fight. I mean, he got beat up pretty bad, man. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, you just don't want to see that shit. Like, come on, bro. We know the after effects of a beating like this in sport of boxing. Boxing is a brutal sport, man. And it's always the guys you barely heard of, the guys that you barely hear of, or you barely don't have a big name that always ends up. That's fucked up, man. But Dave Morrell, as a fighter, that's what comes to the territory. It's a dirty business. It's a dangerous business, but it's a sport we all love, man. I wish that guy speedy recovery, man. Adios. And yeah, man, what's next for Dave Morrell, man? If he ain't gonna get Canelo Alvarez, if he's not gonna fight Caleb Plant or David Benavidez, who is he gonna fight? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.